Del Yushenko. I own Delmo Speed and Kustom. I tell my wife all the time that I was born a race car driver, but she always gives me shit. Built some old trucks and put some new technology in them, and try to get them out there for the masses to enjoy. Obviously, I'm from Canada. Back there is a big scene up there. Unfortunately, you can only drive them half of the year. But so I fired up a hot rod shop up there, and we did real well. Won a bunch of trophies, and sold a car to Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, and he really enjoyed that. Established a good relationship with him, and then moved down here looking for more. I guess this California, Southern California has always been the mecca for cool car stuff and truck stuff, and in the midst of doing that, I built a shop truck for myself, and it got real popular. We lowered it and put it on AccuAir and Porterbuilt suspension, and put some big 22-inch hoops on it. And, I mounted a hubcap on that solid wheel and painted it black, and posted some pictures up on the forums, and people went kind of crazy for it. So coming from a traditional hot rod background, I really, my style is less is more. I like original equipment, so I truly believe that Chevy and Ford did it right with the trim and the mirrors and the door handles and accessories and stuff like that. So I'd like to inject modern components but still keep that classic look. Now we're doing LS motors and everything, so everything gets LS3s with script valve covers and very standard equipment. I hope people don't get bored with my look, but I want to stick to it because I truly believe it's the best. I guess from that whole look kind of started this craze of people wanting trucks built at my shop. So since then I've just been building trucks like crazy. So Tino I've known, he's kind of been in the scene for a little while through mutual friends, and we got talking, and a friend of mine, Eddie, kind of hooked me up with him as far as getting a build done. And it was really cool because he's a big gentle giant. He's a big giant guy, and he's just a big softy. So he kind of gave me free range. I got to pick the color, the wheels, the motor, the interior, everything. So I'm so stoked to have been able to do everything that I would have done if it was my own truck. More importantly, I picked the products that I truly believe in and that would do the best job. That's kind of where I started from. So for me, I guess timing is everything, on this build, and we tried to coordinate everybody and everything so that it worked out, so we weren't rushing at the end for SEMA. It worked out pretty good because we're doing real well compared to a lot of guys out there that are thrashing. But so what we did for the Lewis Milnich guys is we put the body onto another chassis, shipped it up there a few months ahead of time. That way we could get our chassis built and done, and then so they called us right on schedule, and the thing was done. So we took what we did was we took our chassis that was plumbed and finished, drove it up there, enclosed trailer, and we spent the day with those guys. And man, I learned a lot just from bolting the body on. It's funny. 5:09. We're late. I'm gonna check that little latchy deal. And we're good. And I actually asked him to measure across the wheel well of
right.
And then I got back to you.
Like,
I'm like, probably better off that you didn't.
We shall see.
Yeah.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Doing excellent. Can you bring us
Thank
any
you.
coffee to start? Coffee, orange juice?
Yes.
I'll get orange juice, please.
Orange juice?
Orange juice.
Orange juice? And
Coffee, please. Thank you.
I'll be back.
All the words.
See, you get the pancakes. That's what I like.
Yeah, you want the pancakes.
Because I just want to taste the pancake.
Yes.
Doing the Hunger Bear. Doing it. Mm-hmm. Learning about suspension.
It's the Ford's new angle poise ride.
So we're gonna get to Lewis Milnich this morning. We're gonna unload the chassis, and those boys are gonna help us bolt it on. We're gonna put some trim on and mirrors and door handles and anything that they can help us put on, we're gonna put on. So it's important that they gap it so that we don't mess anything up. They got a lot of hours in that paint, so We're gonna hopefully get there in another hour and a half and get to work. I was hoping she'd come by and see some of these ants hanging out.
Do you have uncles to go with your aunts?
Dude, I'm gonna tap out.
Yeah.
Way too much, but it was good. And I got my good fill of ants. I brought trim and mirrors and some weather strip and rad. Okay, we'll unload. We'll start unloading the parts. And okay.
We're talking to Delmo at the SEMA show. It was last year. He had a pickup there. We were parked behind him. And then he noticed our work that we had done on my son's Cadillac, 65 Cadillac. So it interested him in having us do, you know, some work for him, and that's pretty much how it worked out. We want to make sure we get all of any of the old body fillers out of the car, and we want to straighten out all the sheet metal on the car before we start doing any kind of, you know, finish work on it. Reprime it, block it again, and then we block it for a third time, and then it's ready for Lee to do the painting, and then Lee takes over from there. Put the vehicle back together, some of it, because we like to make sure that the body lines fit, the gaps are right, things like that, you know, because that really shows when you go to a show.
Oh, that's helping the back. Look.
Oh, yeah. See,
That's what was giving us a problem.
We're tilted too much.
It was tilted.
That's way better.
Yep.
Really glad.
Look at the motor, Devin. Look how far it slid back. You know how we notched the power mounts?
What the hell?
I thought we slid it all the way forward.
Yeah, I thought we did. When would it have moved?
We're straightening it, maybe?
Because that would...
There's enough.
That's like a half inch.
Yeah,
There's a half inch or more on there.
Needs to come off.
What needs to come forward? Oh, okay.
A little bit.
That'll help us.
It's looking like it a little bit.
That'll help us with the valve cover.
On this side at least.
On this side, yeah.
You gotta try to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up a little
Will it
bit.
come this way? Forward. How about there?
An Allen or something you can tap over there.
And man, I learned a lot just from bolting the body on. It's funny, you know, I've done this for a long time, and when you watch professionals like that do their work, it's really cool to sit back and watch the little tips and tricks they have for adjusting doors and body panels. And we'll see these nuts have this little. I don't know if that's.
It has some in it. That's good. So you've got that.
Yeah,
but here's what I do. I'll tighten it up, and if it looks like it's gonna make it wave at all, I'll loosen it up and then put that on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all you got.
We didn't run into too many snags, but some of the stuff, like for example, I measured 100 times on that rear end, because a lot of times you don't have the wheels with you, so you don't have tires mounted on them, so you're trying to measure rear ends and trying to get everything perfect. Well, we got up there and we went to put the bed on the chassis, and we were like 3/4 of an inch out, so we couldn't get the bed on. So we had to pull it off, take the rotors off the back discs. That bought us a half inch, and we could slide the bed on it, to roll it up in the trailer. We got the truck home. We had to narrow the diff a little bit, but we did it in a day. It was no big deal. But it's little snags like that, that just kind of make you frustrated. But other than that, there hasn't been a whole lot of drama with this thing. Straight as an arrow, man. It's amazing. All right, so it's 6:40, and we're done, man. We did everything we wanted to do. We got bodies on, all shimmed and aligned, trim, side glass, weather strip. We got it done, so we're gonna be home before bedtime. So it was a good day. dry again, isn't it? No water here though. I'll have to stop at what, Foreman? Yo. What's up, Judgy? What's lunch? You good? All good. You know, I'm pretty meticulous with stuff, but one of the guys that works for me, Devin, he's a super freak. Like everything's got to be perfect. So one of the things was hose clamps. He hates traditional hose clamps where that stupid little boing thing hangs out there, you know. So he has these clamps specifically that the little boingy thing circles around in the inside. And so I purposely put on a couple of heater hoses, and I painted the hose clamps black so it looked like I was actually putting some time into it. And I put these heater hoses on with the clamps out. And you know, it was like 4:30, you know, in the evening. I was ready to check out, so I put them on. I was like, all right, I'm out of here. And I knew he was gonna stay late, change them. So sure enough, I come in the morning, all the heater hoses, everything I put a clamp on, I had new clamps on it. So I told him about it later, and we laughed about it. But I'm really excited to see this thing go on the dyno and go to the track and see what it'll do. So it makes me feel good that something I've built is going to get out there and get used. So inspirations for this truck came from a few different things. My style, obviously, just with the clean trim, you know, very factory-ish colors, but also inspirations from other people in the industry that are doing cool stuff. You know, the guys in Texas with their big wheels, you know, I really wanted to put a set of those under. You know, superchargers, I always wanted to do a boosted thing. So it really kind of gave me a chance to do what I really wanted to do, you know. I don't want to be typecast as the patina truck guy, so we're building this one nice and straight and clean. You know, like Mullenix built us a real badass 408 stroker motor for it, and you know, we got a big gnarly Curry in there with some 35 spline axles, and obviously it's on a Porterbuilt foundation. AccuAir kicked in for a bunch of the air management stuff. It was funny, we did the compression wheels on the driver's side and the Delmo wheels on the passenger side, so it kind of threw some people off, but it was cool to see, you know, the truck had two different looks. Since having it back from SEMA with all that success, we've, you know, taken it to the dyno and got the motor dialed in, and you know, had some things we had to overcome, you know, some fuel system problems and things like that. But you know, overall the truck was real easy to deal with, and you know, we shook all the bugs out of it, and you know, it made 700 plus horsepower on the dyno, and you know, I look forward to seeing Tino drive that truck a lot and, you know, put some miles on it and have some fun with it. So it's really cool to drive these things when they're modded out like this, because they kind of look clean and stock. So you get that feeling of you're just driving this old timey truck. It takes you back, and it's people are always looking and giving you the thumbs up and stuff. So it makes you feel good that you're driving it. And then just to like put the pedal to the floor and the thing just does a crazy smoky burnout, or you turn the AC on and it blows, like all those little creature comforts, it's amazing. So, you know, these trucks are old, but they're still totally functional. And it's the greatest feeling, because you know you could jump in it and drive it across the country and be totally fine. And, so this thing's gonna get down when it's time. So it was cool that, you know, at SEMA it got a lot of attention from builders slash people that are in the industry, you know, top of the industry. And then to bring the truck to Dino's Get Down, and you know, to be seen by the, you know, your garage builders and the people, the fans, and you know, guys that have trucks from all over the country that come to Dino's party, for them to come up and voice their opinion on the truck and, you know, share their enthusiasm was really cool. So, and I think for Tino too, he got a little taste of that. It was pretty funny, actually. I started building that old truck, that 1965 Chevy pickup, the first one I did, and started a build thread on it and got going on the build. And then, I knew right away just from lurking on the forums, 67 to 72 forums, that Dino was like the main guy, and 2/3 way through the build, I get a phone call from him, and out of the blue, "Hey man, this is Dino from Arizona. What's up, Cat? I like what you're doing." And he invited me out to a party he had at his house, and this was pre-get down, really, before it was official. I bet you there's 20 or 30 trucks just at his house. So met Sam Castronova, all these guys out there that I'd never met before. So since then, Dino's party, has turned into this colossal truck show, where guys come from all over the country, literally, just specifically for Dino's party. Not even so much for the Good Guys show.
Check me out.
Italian sausage, the Sam Castronova special.
Yeah, one of the things that's pretty funny is we end up christening all these brand new trucks that I build with pizza on the tailgate or in the bed instead of breaking a bottle of champagne over it. I think it's happened like 4 or 5 times now. Snuck in the back door of Dino's party. The meatball line is down, so we get a chance to check it out.
I can't believe you didn't come through my line and get a sandwich.
I was busy.
You were busy.
No, it was busy here.
Oh, wait. Wait, get back, girls. Get back. He's busy still.
I've heard nothing but good things about your balls. So we're at Dino's Appliance Center. This is where the magic happens. And of course, what we find is the cream of the crop. We have VIP section, Casey's truck, Gas Monkey Garage, killed it at SEMA. And of course, the truck that stole the show this year at SEMA and is going to melt the internet is Joe Yezzi's Square Body Syndicate truck, Series 1. And this is Sam Castronova. Hey, Sam. Sam, what do you think about this truck? This is KC Gas Monkey Garage, right?
Yes.
What do you think? What's your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you what's really impressive on this truck is I was behind it on a freeway. And you don't realize the power, that when you do a Del S3 and you do a supercharger and you got 9,000 horsepower or whatever in that thing, 1,000 horsepower?
9,000 horsepower.
Almost 10,000 horsepower?
Yeah.
You kind of think it's a little over the top until you follow a truck like this on the freeway today. It's literally ground pounding.
Really?
There are guys, because we're all coming out of the car show, there's the Chevelle Pro Touring, and you can hear it, blah, 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 right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's on the freeway, and then here comes Casey. I'm behind Casey. Ground is pounding, and the guy in the Chevelle is like this. He has to look over, and then here you've got this fucking truck real low to the ground, whoa, 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 and the guys are just like, that's fucking awesome. I learned a lesson.
Huge difference.
So what's the inspiration behind this thing? Race inspired, kind of like from your karting history kind of deal, or?
Yeah, for sure. My background's always performance. I love race stuff. And then I've seen a lot of the pro touring guys and their Camaros and all that stuff. And since I do bikes, I roll up with my dirt bike in the back and I need it for traction.
Yeah.
But then also, I grew up around the off-road fab my whole life, and I love just that kind of fabrication inspires me. So that's why you see a lot of stuff. And I figured if I go tomorrow for the good guys, I got my jacks, I can change my tires.
Functionality,
adjustments.
You got to do some engineering, you got to test your fabrication skills and have a cool truck you could daily drive.
Definitely tested my engineering. A couple times he's been testing me.
It looks amazing, bro.
Oh, dude! This is my latest cosmetic thing. It's just for you right here. You can see the drive shaft and it's through to the ground.
Oh, yeah!
My little girl, she needs a lot of stuff to
She wants to see the spinny.
Yeah.
She must love riding this.
She falls asleep right away.
Really?
Yeah. Put her in there, she'll be like, oh yeah, let's take the loud truck, or the truck that talks loud.
Zonks her out. Oh, this is great, man.
It's fun.
Well, I know you got a lot of fans from building bikes all the years, and I know a lot of people are digging this thing, so that's pretty cool. No problem. And then after that, one thing that really kind of parlays from Dino's party is, the next morning everybody gets up early and meets at his shop, and then everyone rolls out to the New Guy party. You get to hang out with a lot of friends and people you meet through the industry, and a couple of those were my friend Jeremy from Tray 5. He builds trucks out there in Phoenix, Arizona, and he just finished a truck for Primo. It was a nice little square body truck that they did. And, we went and raced go-karts in Vegas there at SEMA and had some fun. And at the race we were kind of talking about, we should stop by his shop in Phoenix after and take these trucks for a drive. And Jeremy built a truck for himself, so I thought it was a great opportunity to stop by there, check out his shop, check out what he's doing, take these badass trucks for a drive, and meet the people, see what's going on up there.
And what better place to check out than Jeremy's shop, Tray 5 Customs? I don't know if he's here or not. Let's see. Sunday, he's got to be working. He's a workaholic. Unless he won't answer because he's pissed at me from beating him at go-karts. But let's go check around back. Hey!
Who the hell's there?
Oh God, you're here. He's here. Let's check it out.
What's up, Del?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Good to see you, man.
Come on in.
Cool. So this is Primo's truck. This was at SEMA too, right?
Yeah, this is Primo's. Best of everything that we could do for it.
Yeah.
So all Porter built suspension, bare brakes, brand new LS3 from Turnkey. We had it on the dyno, did 440 horsepower at the wheels.
Damn.
So
it looks killer. I remember he was talking about building a truck at Dino's Get Down last year.
he was more excited about going to the Get Down with this truck than he was going to SEMA. So the SEMA was a bonus for him for sure. He really enjoyed it. But he built this truck to go to Dino's Get Down.
Dude, that's so cool. I remember seeing him at Dino's with it, and there was a crowd of people around it, and he was stoked.
Shane told me, do what you got to do. Cool. I want the best stuff we can do. I want the truck to be badass, and you're the builder.
Well, that's cool when your customers trust your judgment, and they kind of let you do your thing. So that actually gives you the opportunity to build some of your dream trucks that you can't necessarily afford to build, but you get to build them for other people, right?
Yeah, the cool thing about being able to build my truck as well was that it's not on airbags.
Yeah.
Everything I've built has had adjustable suspension.
Well, I thought it was a four-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's a little high.
Oh. So that's static height right there.
No, that's about a 3.5 drop.
Oh, okay.
If you were to measure it out, but it's on an S10 chassis.
Oh yeah.
We used a company actually got a hold of me that makes a conversion kit. It's a junkyard engine. Did the Professional Products Typhoon intake manifold and one of their throttle bodies, and they even sent us the coils and spark plug wires and stuff like that for it too. So
cool.
We used a K&N intake off of a 99 Tahoe that we didn't even modify. We just put the hole in the fender for it, and everything else worked. We didn't even cut the tube down.
Man.
So.
Well, these motors are great. I mean, you freshen them up and they'll run forever. So
absolutely, yeah.
It looks so low in there. I mean, the center of gravity on this thing must be.
It's low, and it's back pretty far too.
Yeah. So it handles well.
It handles pretty good.
Man.
I'm impressed with it.
Dude, it looks so good. Nice job on the brake lines too.
Thanks.
Very cool, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. And you get good mileage.
I don't know yet. I can't keep my foot out of it, so maybe after driving it for a while. But what we did is we took all of the springs and everything out of the seat, so that part of the frame is gone. And I sit pretty low in it. I mean, it's a small cab, but I'm totally comfortable driving it.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Same thing with this one for stereo. We went to Rockford and got a double din and a little tiny center console there, the cup holders, just because I'm gonna drive it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Needs spot for the big
spot for the big for the water or what have you.
Your energy drink or your protein shake?
I'm a water
guy.
Yeah, water.
You just shake away nothing.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you like?
I like.
What are you like a
hot chocolate
protein guy?
No.
Protein shake?
No.
Do you do the little shake
weights? No.
Yeah, is that you?
No, just hot chocolate. You obviously put a lot of money into these things. Do they actually run and drive?
Absolutely. You want to? I think Shane's stopping by here pretty soon. Maybe we could have him take this one out, and you and I can go in mine, and we'll go for a cruise.
Let's go ripping, man.
Yeah, well, as long as it's not ripping like the go-kart track yesterday.
Well, there's no promises, but you know, I'm a gentleman driver. So.
Yeah, is that how that happened?
Yeah.
When I ended up in the wall because you're a gentleman?
Well, it's one Dell
Jeremy 0 so far, so
Yeah,
let's
well.
see.
They see me rolling.
So looking back at at what Delmo's has become over the last 5 or 6 years is pretty incredible. To start from a garage and get this great spot in Burbank and build the clientele up to what it is, and get the name out there and really build the Delmo's brand from something that was just kind of by accident, really, and meeting so many great people and setting some trends in the industry. LA's been really good to me, and we've built a great foundation here, but I think as time goes on, you focus on what's important in your life, and it's kind of a racket here in LA. It's really kind of hard to move forward with what I want to do with the business. So, then we really started talking about Arizona, and it just kind of made sense that there's already a good truck scene there. I have some friends there already: Dino, Sam, Joe Yezi, that whole group out there, Jeremy from Tray 5, and what's cool is in this industry everyone kind of works together, so it's not this big competition thing. So it was kind of a natural fit. So we're gonna move the shop to Prescott, Arizona, and Prescott, as the locals call it, and set up shop there and just open a whole new chapter to Delmo's, and see what 2016 brings us, and hopefully do even cooler stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, man, and I hope you guys all come along for the ride.
What do you think? Cold out, huh? I know. Sucks. What are you gonna do? I don't know. What about Trump? Ugh, I don't know, man. Alright, catch you later.
So Tina's truck, Tina.
Damn it, Sandy, fat Marv.